Hi friends, Tila here, and today I am checking in on days 21 to 24 of my 30-day PMDD challenge. So it's hard to think that I've only really got about 6 days to go of this. It's been just such a journey, and I'm actually really grateful for doing this whole exercise because in a way I feel like it's like myself keeping myself accountable or something, and really acutely aware of my decisions around my self-care and my symptoms and my energy, and it's really helping. So I don't know whether anyone's really watching these videos, but if you are, thank you. Just thank you for being here because these video recordings are really helping me. So this week, I'm only about maybe 8 days off my menstruation period. So I'm in that luteal phase. I'm coming into what's usually sort of 5 or 6 days, 7 days sometimes of hell, and is usually my bad week, that, if you have PMDD, you would relate to that. Sometimes it can be bad 2 weeks, sometimes it can be a bad fucking 3 weeks. Really, it's it ebbs and flows with month to month, doesn't it? But traditionally I have these 5 or 6 days where I'm kind of in this danger zone, and this time around I'm feeling really equipped to stand up and face my PMDD, my devil monster side of PMDD that just triggers and morphs into this crazy emotional psychotic vortex. So what have I been doing this week? So the last few days, I have been really showing up at this new gym that I've signed up at. I really was so skeptical. I didn't think that it was going to have as much benefit as what it's had. But what it's done is it has kept me accountable to certain classes that I've booked. It's motivated me to get value for my money as well, and to that I'm really grateful. Whatever gets me there, I think, is really helpful. I did like a breathwork class, which I was quite skeptical about, on day 21, and it was really the instructor was really good. She's actually like an Iron Woman and like a sprinter, and a weightlifter and everything. But here she was teaching this breath work, and she was teaching the Wim Hoff method, which I haven't really been I haven't been comfortable to include in my practice because of the way that it induces hyperventilation. From my own experiences with actual panic attacks and hyperventilation, I saw no reason to have to put myself into a forced state of hyperventilation. But in a controlled condition, in a controlled environment where we were doing a series of repetitions of forced heavy breathing and then breath holding, I was really surprised. Like when I do my own pranayama with my own yoga practice, I can probably hold my breath for anywhere between 1.5 to 3 minutes, where my fluctuations of my breath and the fluctuations of my mind cease during that time. This Wim Hof method was slightly different in the fact that because it's a forced thing, it's the timing of it is really important. but I got to the holding breath stage and immediately, instantly was able to hold my breath for over 2 minutes. And I thought that's really interesting. I was also able to do more. So we got tested on push-ups, which is something I hate. I can't stand push-ups. Haven't done them for probably 15 years. But here I am doing push-ups whilst holding my breath. And it was just a challenge. And I think, you know, I'm using a part of my brain, a part of my body that I haven't been using. And I think that's having a benefit to my PMDD as well. So, you know, whatever works, I'm happy to try it out. The other thing that I did, so the day after my breathwork class, I had an online session with my NLP counselor or therapist. NLP is Neurolinguistic Programming, and we are doing what's called a breakthrough NLP program, where we choose an area of our life and we focus just on improving that part of our life and having a breakthrough in healing that side of our life. And of course, I've chosen PMDD, so it's really good to be able to talk to her, to share with her, and to learn new ways that that I can, you know, sort of understand the neuro-linguistic side of the condition as well. So certainly, you know, I've said this before in one of my other recordings, you know, the physical part of PMS, like the bloatedness, I have a lot of bloatedness now. I have a lot of, I'm feeling fluidy, like where I feel just kind of heavy. That's the stage that I'm at the moment, but it's not those physical symptoms that you know are the worst. Like they don't actually even come close to the mental, like mind, neuro perspective of PMDD for me. It's the mental shit that just absolutely, it blows my mind how much of an impact it can have on my mental health and on my mood and on my reason for being and for my purpose in life and in questioning my existence and my life at all. It's the aspect of PMDD that is just so overwhelming. So you know, when I stop and think about some of the episodes that I've had, I do actually think, like, who the fuck was that? Like, that was not me. You know, who was that? Like, how did I recover from that? How did I come back from that? So the breakthrough the NLP program has just been working really well, and in combination with the Wim Hoff breath work and the increased movement at the gym, I feel like I've got tools now to really face this bad week. Yesterday I hit a bit of a slump. I think I was entering into luteal phase yesterday. I had a bad sleep the night before, so I'd started the day off the wrong foot anyway. And I actually didn't do any movement yesterday, aside from a little bit of my own yoga practice, which is really interesting. And when I got to the end of the day, I was charging around with kids and I was driving here, there and everywhere. And I knew I had to, you know, get something organized for dinner at the end of the day. And I just thought, you know what, fuck it, it's 5:30. I am just, you know, going to, I had my daughter's birthdays at the weekend, and I had stuff to do for her. And it was the first cold day that we'd had in a long time here. We've had months of humidity and it's been really, really hard to deal with. But we had our first cold rainy day, and I just thought, fuck it, I'm having a bath. And I got my beautiful bath salts out that my sister gave me for my birthday, and I just thought, you know what, we're eating late. I was meant to be at a dinner with friends as well, and I'd opted earlier in the day when I wasn't feeling great and I knew I had stuff to do for Ava's birthday. I'd already opted to give that a miss, and if my PMDD wasn't in potential flare-up mode, I would have probably pushed myself. But I'm just really proud of myself as that, you know, like sometimes I get really like, I feel sorry for myself because I think, you know, I've got a like this condition, like it makes me miss out on things, and I can't push myself like I used to when I was younger. And I just want to go sometimes without having the risk of a PMDD episode from being too overdone with everything. So I was just really proud of myself, and I had a bath, and I just felt so calm and relaxed when I went to bed. The kids were, you know, the kids, I actually went to bed before the kids even got my husband to put them into bed. It just, something has happened in me, something shifted, and I feel really, really confident and strong again in some ways. And yeah, this could all, you know, sort of turn to shit in the next few days, but I'm sort of holding on to like some of these new practices that I've taken on, and overall my inner strength to really say no to things that I know are not going to be good for me. Because I've really realized in these last, you know, sort of couple of years, like, you know, certainly the last, you know, 3 to 6 months, that I need to make some radical changes in order to heal from this thing. And, you know, I need to be really, really kind to myself and do the things that I know are going to help me. So mentally, I've had a really big shift, and, you know, who knows, let's see what happens in the next 6 days. But I want to thank you for being here with me. If you have made it to the end, let me know. You know, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and let's heal this PMDD together. I really just, I feel and I see you, and, you know, I know that sometimes nothing will work. I get that. I've been there, and I'll probably go there again, potentially the next week. So just, I want you to know that, that I believe in you, and I believe in us, and I believe that we can fuck this PMDD off out of our lives for good. So thanks for staying with me, and I will see you in the next one.